risings, great sun risings, and supreme awakening to all of you. Yeah. Yeah. Supreme awakening to you all. Getting ready to do a tour of something I like to call homeland. You feel me? If you knew your nature, you would leave the fallen state. If you knew your nature, you would leave the fallen state. But a lot of you don't know your nature because you choose to look opposite. You choose to look the other way. You choose to look to be a part of a fallen world. Listen, I don't care how old you are. It's never too late. At any age. I don't care how old you are. It's never too late to change up and get back on the right track. It's just never too late for that. So, it's never too late to do that. You feel me? It's never too late to put yourself back on the right track so that you can experience what life is really about. You've been living life backwards because you live in a fallen world. And the fallen world is a system predicated upon you keeping that system going. It's predicated upon you keeping that system alive. That system is predicated upon you upholding it. And the reason why the system holds up is because you. The reason why the system holds up is because you are the one who hold it up. You are the one who hold the system up. Every time anytime there's a police killing, anytime there's a police shooting, anytime there's a death that happens in the black community, you run out there and you jump out there and you fight and you protest and you try to change laws. You can't change the laws of a land who the land belongs to certain people. They're not going to change their laws for you. Their laws work for them. You see, the problem with a lot of people, and I'm just going to keep it 100. The problem with a lot of black people is you want to sit and you want to sit at their table. You want to sit at their table. That's a fact. You do. You understand? You want to sit at their table. Ain't no chairs there for you at the table, bruh. Ain't no chairs there. Ain't no chairs at the table for you there. You feel what I'm saying? Ain't no chairs at that table. And you keep fighting to get a chair, but they never put a chair there. You keep fighting to get a chair to sit at the table, and they never put a chair there for you. And then you're fighting to get a seat at the table by bringing your own seat. And they never invited you. So now you're trying to bring your own seat. You know, we talk about investing in each other. We talk about investing in each other. But the true investment in each other is not a financial investment. The true investment in each other is unity, community. It's community. If you just said, you know what, let us come together and let us put if you knew your nature, you will opt out of the fallen world. If you knew your nature, because you have to understand that it's not what you can financially do. It's not what you can financially do. So you keep looking at what you can financially do, but you miss out on what you can naturally do. Your natural born abilities. You miss out on what you can do naturally. You miss out on what you can do through your natural born abilities. You feel me? You miss out on what you can do through your natural born abilities. And because you keep looking at what you're trying to do financially. It takes finances in today's world. Anywhere you go, it takes money. But if we came together with unity in mind, we can get more done with our bare hands than we could with any dollar amount. We can get more done as a community for us if we came together as a unity, if we came together as a unit to build a community, if we came together as a unit, simply because we are moving as one with one mind, we can get more done for us. We wouldn't even have to come out of our own pockets. People would do it for us because we move as a unit. But I've been on this platform preaching this to you year after year after year after year on what to do to heal. See, we gotta heal. And healing starts. Healing starts with knowing thyself. And you can't know thyself in an environment that is taking from the knowledge of knowing thyself. Let me say that again. You cannot know thyself in an environment where they erase the knowledge of knowing thyself. So you can't, they take away the opportunity of knowing thyself. So you have to learn his laws, you have to learn his education, you have to learn his language, you have to learn everything of him. You become his mind. You don't have a mind no more. You don't become your own mind. You don't have your own mind anymore. You don't have a mind no more. You have no mind. You are of no mind. You have the mind truly of the one who got his foot on your neck. And that person scares you to move. You don't want to move because that person scares you. He scared you. He scared you into thinking that, oh, you can't do nothing without us. You need an education anywhere you go. You need to have roots planted anywhere you go. You need to have a financial plan anywhere you go. You don't need to have no financial plan. You don't need to have no financial plan. But you believe that. Because you bought into his mind. You became his mind. You became the mind of your man. Your man who is the one who runs and lays down the laws in the land that you live. And there's laws anywhere you go. There's laws anywhere you go. But I'm gonna tell you a little something that you might not know. There's laws anywhere you go. But when nature is more prevalent, when nature is more preserved, when nature is preserved, you hear me? That country, it adhered to the laws of nature. So a country like Costa Rica, adheres to the laws here within nature. So there are certain things you can't do in a country like Costa Rica. You know, construction wise, you can't. There are certain things you cannot do here because they protect the land, they protect nature, they protect the ancestral history here. You see, how can you know thyself if they take your ancestral history away? But they protect the knowledge of knowing thyself here by protecting the land. Why? Because they understand their ancestors walked this land. So they protect the land here. Nature comes first. It's a developing world, but they will never develop it. They will never develop it to diminish the roots of the land. You understand? They will never develop it to diminish the roots of the land. So while a lot of you are practicing the laws, you're also practicing how to become the mind of that person whose laws you practice. And whose mind would you rather become like? Whose mind would you rather have? The mind of a people who respect and love and preserve nature because they respect and love and preserve the knowledge of themselves through understanding their ancestors walked this land. So they don't touch nature. They don't disrupt nature. They don't disrupt the natural environment because they understand that their ancestors walked on this land. And so they preserve and keep it sacred. The whole country. But in a country like America, there's your ancestors walked the lands of America. Your ancestors walked the lands of America. But they build on top of your ancestors' history. They build on top of the legacies that your ancestors left there for you. Go to Rome. Go to Italy. Go to Russia. Go anywhere. And you will still see monuments standing from thousands of years ago. Go anywhere in Europe and you will see Catholic churches standing from thousands of years ago. You will see, cathedrals. You will see statues. You will see all kind of monuments standing from thousands of years ago. But in America, where is the history of African people who walked on the land? Where's the history besides the plantations that you see going across South Carolina and Georgia and all that other stuff? Where's the African American preservation legacy? Where's the African American preservation? Where's the legacy? Where's the preservation of legacy of African Americans in America? Of Africans in America? Where is it? Where's the monuments? Where's the statues? Where's the build? Oh, we just passed the 100 years of Tulsa, didn't we? 3 days ago. So there's your legacy right there. Bombed to pieces. Bombed to pieces. So Tulsa was just 100 years ago. 3 days ago, it was just the 100th anniversary of Tulsa, Oklahoma. The Black Wall Street. So anything you have, they flatten. But you go to Rome, you go to Italy, you go to Europe, you go to the UK, you'll see castles, you'll see cathedrals, you'll see all type of monuments. Because it's the preservation of their history, the knowledge of themselves. It's the knowledge of themselves that they're preserving. Same here. But any smart person would do such a thing like that. Any smart person would preserve the legacy and the history of their culture. Most smart indigenous and civilized people make sure that they do things to preserve their legacy. So in an environment like Costa Rica, nature is first because they understand that their ancestors observed nature as spiritual. So they keep the preservation of nature alive here. But in a country like America, there's no preservation of nature because your ancestors was connected to that. Even the natives, the native Indians and native Africans, they preserved, they observed and healed through nature. They observed and healed through nature. And because they used it to heal, what did the European do in America? Took it away. You ever heard of the Trail of Tears? You understand? I know you have. I know you've heard of the Trail of Tears. So they took that away. They slaughtered, they killed, and they made sure they wiped out all history and only give you Thanksgiving to remember your history. Only give you February to remember your history. But they observe history, Independence Day, Memorial Day, Veterans Day, Christmas, St. Patrick's Day. They observed their history. They preserved their history almost every calendar year, every month in the calendar. They preserved their history, even their spirituality in Halloween, that witchcraft, that sort. They even preserved that because they brought that over from Europe. They brought that debauchery over, and that witchcraft over, that sorcery that some of you crazy folks practice. I see what you be doing out there. Yeah, I'm calling you oracle readers out. That's not no stuff that, no. They say, oh, we did oracles. No. I had a debate with somebody about this before, and she got mad at me. She got mad. She got hot because I told her, like, that's not the truth. Anyhow, she didn't like that. She, because she don't know her nature. She don't know herself. If you knew your nature, you would know that everything that we did, it was through the observation of nature. We used the cosmic energy. We use cosmic knowledge. We use astrology. We use astrology. We use the Orion's belt to serve our highest good. We use the stars and the planets. We did use astrology. You understand? But we weren't about summoning up spirits through that bullcrap. So we danced and we chanted. This was our summoning practice. We chanted and we danced and we drummed. This was our summoning practice. This is what we did to summons energy. We didn't read oracles. That's crazy. We summons energy through music and dance, sound, nature. But you don't know your nature. You've gotten lost. You've gotten out of touch with your nature. Yo, my hair is naturally, I got natural red tips, and I don't even dye my hair, but my hair is, my tips look dyed, my hair look dyed like a mug. You feel me? Like red. Can't y'all see that? Red tips in my hair. Like, look at the red. That's from the sun. That's from the sun. I'm receiving knowledge from the sun. My antennas. These are my antennas. See how that sun get in there? But again, you lose connection. 1 second. You've gotten out of touch with your true spirituality. Your true spirituality is nature, beloved. Straight up. Because you're a natural being, and our ancestors knew this. They knew we were natural. We were connected to nature on a deep level. You understand? But you gotten out of touch with that. You gotten out of touch with your natural self. And so you become the mind. You become the mind of your oppressor. And the reason why you become his mind is because you uphold his system. You uphold his system by staying in it and fighting for it. See, and this is where you get lost on your true self. You get lost on who you really are. If you knew who you really were, you would get out of that. You would run from that. You would try every opportunity to run from that, flee, and go back to a place where it is more safe for you, but where nature does not harm you, where it doesn't harm you to be in nature, in the environment, in a natural environment. It doesn't harm you. See, it doesn't harm me to be here. The reason why it don't harm me to be here, again, they observe nature because they understand to preserve nature is to preserve their history, their legacy, and the knowledge of themselves. Why? Because their ancestors walked this land. Their ancestors were here, and their ancestors observed nature while being here. So nature's preserved because the history and the knowledge of self is in nature. As I said, I'll go back, I said again, go back and look over. Look in every calendar. They show you how they preserve their history, but where's your history? Where's the history of yourself at? Every February? Every Thanksgiving? That's where your history is? That's where your history lies? Your history lies in a month? But they got St. Patrick's Day to remember themselves. They got Veterans Day. They got Independence Day. They got freaking Christmas. They got all these days to remember. They even got New Year's to remember when they changed it from a natural time setting to their time setting. Why? Because think about it. If you can't survive in a natural environment, you got to almost change the clock. You got to change the time to fit you, to suit you. You understand? You got to change the time to suit you. Think about that. In America, you work morning, noon, and night. It's crazy. You work morning, noon, and night. And you have to do it that way. Because because naturally you're supposed to wake up with the sun, go to sleep with the sun. Naturally you're supposed to wake up with the sun and go to sleep with the sun. And if you don't wake up with the sun, if you can't survive within those sun hours, what do? You create a clock or a time to suit you so you can survive and get work done. You understand? Come on, man. Stop doing that. On some real stuff. Stop. Okay? Stop it. You keep rising up. Stop it. All right. There we go. Damn thing kept rising up on me. I'm trying to get it to stop rising. You feel me? Absolutely, God. You know you need like 2 people to do this though, really. You need at least 2 hands, but I've gotten used to doing it to where I don't need 2 hands on my head. You did. I've gotten used to doing it where I don't need the 2 hands. I can always just, you know what I'm saying, catch it on the other end right here. Tuck that thing in like so. Boom, boom. And then you bring this one around and tuck it in like so. And then you pull on them. Boom, boom, boom. Ah, yes. Ah, yeah. And then you just allow that thing to beat. And I can rock it. I can have the... Oh, somebody text me. We need to meet up then. Somebody texted me from Facebook saying that they in Costa Rica too. Well, let's build, bro. Let's build. Let's get together. Should I leave the tail out? Should I tuck it in? Should I tuck it in? I gotta put the glasses on. My aviators. I gotta put my aviators on. Should I tuck it in? Yeah, my aviators, yo. Should I tuck it in? Should I tuck it in? Should I tuck it? Should I? Let me see. Should I boom? Or should I like that? Which one? Which one you think? If I leave it like this, I'm gonna really look God. I'm gonna look God any way I look. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna look God. I'm gonna always look God. Feel me? That's your tutorial on how to rap. You saw how I did that? I wasn't even teaching y'all, and I was teaching y'all. I'm always teaching y'all. You're always learning from a God. See, a God teach you in every mannerism. A God will teach you in every mannerism of what he do. You'll learn so many ways. I want to see if I'm gonna keep the tail. I think I'm gonna keep the. I think I'm gonna tuck. Look, I gotta tuck this one in. I'll tuck that one in, okay? But I think what I'm gonna do is boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna keep that one out. I don't know. I don't really know. Let's see. I like it. I'm gonna like it. I'm gonna like it out today. I'm gonna like it out today. I'm gonna like it out. You feel me? So, I was gonna put that hat on, but I decided to really rap. So, anyway, I'm telling you something, some real stuff, y'all. You know? if you was anywhere near, if you was any, let me turn this on. I'll turn this thing off. Okay, good. All right. As you can see, let me turn the camera around. This is beautiful. I'm getting ready to go out and all of that. This is beautiful. Look at that. The garden. I'm about to go. You can't tell me that. Look how I'm about to go ground out there. I'm about to go ground out there, and you can't tell me like, bruh, like there ain't no powerful energy in that earth right there. Like it is so lit here, cause it's potent here. Look at, and this is what I love about coming to environments like this. You can almost see the smog in the air. But the smog in the air, what you see is not the clouds. When you see that smog over there, there's a lot of smog in the air. But you may think that that's the clouds, but those are not the clouds, beloved. The earth is alive here. Over here, the earth is alive. It's breathing. This is the earth. This is not the clouds. This is actually coming from the mountains. This is coming. This is like, you ever be somewhere cold and you be breathing out and you see your breath? That's what that is. That's like the breath. That's the breath of the planet right there. You see what I'm saying? That's why they say the breath is, the breath is life. The breath is life, beloved. The breath is life. So when you look at that smog in the air, you may think that that's the clouds, but it could be a bright sunny day, which it kind of is a bright sunny day. Just over the, I could see the sky over there, but you can see the smog here. Okay, you can see the smog here, and what you're looking at over here is just the breath of the planet. It's the breath of the environment. It's a breathing environment. It's a living environment. It's an alive environment. You don't see this in you definitely don't see this in Florida, but you don't see this anywhere in America. Now, I've seen some of it. It's in North Carolina somewhere, but it's not this. I've seen it in North Carolina. It's in North Carolina. I've seen the same thing in North Carolina. But it's not this. You feel what I'm saying? In the mountains of North Carolina. But, it's not this. It's not 24/7 all year round like it is here. Because this is the tropics. You feel what I'm saying? This is the tropics. So this is all around year round. Unlike, unlike the tropics. I mean, unlike, North Carolina that doesn't have that